Welcome, Lifability family. I want to talk to you about this concept of lifestyle redesign today. But let's begin with lifestyle itself. So, when we think about lifestyle, when we consider lifestyle, we're predominantly looking at factors that lead our life or that we engage in. The sort of activities that we undertake or the part of environments that we engage in, whether that's our physical environments or our social environments. It could include things like how we sleep, how we eat, what we do in our day, whether it's working or volunteering or some of our hobbies. And it also includes, the choices we make. So, for example, where do we choose to spend our time? How do we choose to spend our money? And, some of these habits are subconscious. So we don't necessarily fully aware when we're performing certain activities because they've become a part of our habit structure and our subconscious patterning. So when we're looking at redesigning our life, it's absolutely vital to take an audit, to start becoming aware of where are we in different aspects of our life? How satisfied are we with our performance in the different areas? Um, and when we can understand this a little bit more and are aware of our current patterning, we can then start to understand what changes we might need to happen. So feel free to grab a copy of the lifestyle audit that's on the Lifability website. I will also link it to the show notes here. Um, and once we have a bit of an idea as to what our current life looks like and where we tend to put our energies and how fulfilled we feel, we are then likely to understand what might need to change. So redesigning our life to one of that of more meaning and connection includes understanding what our driving factors are. So the more we can understand the why, the more likely we're able to make changes that are going to be longer lasting and more consistent. Central to lifestyle redesign is the act of envisioning what an ideal life looks like for us. What does it look like for you? And when we can get clear about that, we are likely to be able to take small steps towards it. And the vision just isn't about material success or external markers and achievement, but it's really more of a holistic sense of well-being. It involves identifying what really matters to us. You know, whether it's pursuing something that you're profoundly connected with, or it's embracing different environments so that you can start to develop skills that are going to help you achieve the kind of desired life that you want to live. It's really about achieving a sense of balance and harmony. So when we're looking at, a healthy diet or a healthy lifestyle, we commonly think of, the foods that we take in and our body's absorption level and the filtered waters that we drink, or some of the, lifestyle factors such as the kind of light that we involve ourselves in, whether it's natural light or whether it's in a room filled with blue light, whether it's electromagnetic fields and what we're surrounding ourselves with and who we're surrounding ourselves with. However, our healthy life or a healthy diet also consumes a lot of what we think about. It's often known that stress plays an important role on the gut microbiome, and it often has a negative impact. So, oftentimes when we experience stress or are, putting ourselves in various situations, which is not healthy for us, and we stop listening to what our body's trying to tell us, it often manifests as physical symptoms. The physical disturbances that are happening in our physiology start to show up in our physical world because the emotions that are being felt are not necessarily being addressed. So it's really important to start understanding the underlying cause of the stress and finding ways to mitigate that or reduce it. We're looking at how are we using our thinking minds, because we might have subconscious patterning, but we can change that. We have the power within us to change that. One of the ways to do that is to envision an ideal life for us and start taking action steps to it. Another way is repetition of certain tasks or activities that is healthy for you but might be a little bit hard to start off with. So it's really unpacking, understanding why we do the things the way we do, the things, what need are they serving, and also understanding, is that a need that is still being served with our current habits, or can we start using different things, different activities, different environments to still have that need met in a healthy manner? It's important to realize that the mind and the body are not separate entities. The thoughts that we think and the emotions that we feel impact the physiological responses of our body and vice versa. And it's not to say that, lifestyle redesigning isn't without its challenge. As you would know, that a lot of the times growth happens in the discomfort. It's easy to stay stuck in a comfort zone, but if we really want different things to happen, we have to be willing to do different things. It might involve navigating certain challenges, certain limiting beliefs, uncertainty. A lot of the times it comes with doubt when we're trying to move away from the norm that we know to create a new normal. It can bring about feelings of disconnection, loneliness, and it's important to realize that it's all part of the process. And the only constant is change. Building a supportive environment for yourself, whether that's through various habits that you engage in, whether it's seeking mentors or practicing mindfulness strategies and grounding strategies, it's important to do that as you're going through this journey of restructuring your life. It's often that when we're looking at redesigning our life, or when we're going through a change process, confusion can occur. And so exploring and embodying some of these grounding and regulating strategies can be really important to connect ourselves back to us and what we truly desire. Changing our lifestyle involves changing our paradigms. It's understanding what's going on for us at the moment, why it might be happening, and what we might need to do differently. So, yeah, I really invite you to consider, when you're looking at redesigning your life, who can you support yourself around? What can you support yourself with that allows you to go through this process? And it's not to say that you might go 2 steps forward and 5 steps back. It's important to be compassionate with yourself, and important to realize that it's a journey, it's not a race. And so taking small action steps is really the key. And realizing that it requires courage, it requires self-awareness and self-responsibility. And on top of it all, the willingness to do it, the willingness to adapt. So if you're going through, or considering changes, seeking incremental support, feel free to reach out, because there is a way through. And sometimes it might look really difficult to start the process, but as soon as you take the action step, however small it is, to start, it only gets better. As Rumi says, as you walk the path appears. So feel free to reach out. There is the Lifestyle Redesign program where you can be supported on an individual basis. We also have some group support programs around. I hope you enjoyed this discussion about lifestyle redesign, and just know that by embarking on your journey of restructuring, you're not only enriching yourself, but you're also inspiring others around you to choose their paths to fulfillment. Thank you.